Something Sweet with Kari and Allysa.
Okay.
Hey, girl,
Hey, girl.
and welcome to Something Sweet podcast with Kari and Allysa. Sorry,
Um,
I just got so thirsty all of a sudden.
I was like, you normally do that part.
I know, I'm blacking, sorry. So,
So,
tell me all the things.
so when I said that to you just now before we started, I meant like the case that we're going to be talking about because I know we're not doing obsessions today, but
Mhm.
I became obsessed. And I literally looked
Oh,
up all the things and
oh, okay.
watched even more. And
Okay.
yeah,
So today we are talking about, we won't get into it yet, but we are going to be talking about a documentary on Netflix called The Crash.
yes.
If you're on Netflix, everybody's probably has seen it in
I,
like the top 10.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, me and Carrie watched it and we're gonna debrief today. It was so good. So I'm excited that you
Right.
found
Yeah.
excited that you found more information.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, so I normally get sucked into a case and then I look up more things and then I'm like, oh, there's, another documentary. Oh, there's this podcast. Oh, like I do other
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
literally my whole week while you were watching it has been looking at more stuff and literally trying not to text you about it. So
I know, it's so
I am so
hard.
proud of myself that
I
I
watched it
waited
Friday
till
and
just now.
I was gonna text you and be like, oh my God, this is crazy. But I didn't wanna, it's so hard not to get into it, like when we just
I
text
know.
each other little things. So I was like, I'm just gonna
I know.
refrain and
Yeah,
we'll talk about it
same.
today.
And you said
So
it today, and all I did was like heart it.
I
But it took
know.
everything in my body to not be like,
I was actually
oh my God,
shocked you didn't say more, but that makes sense why, because
that's
we
why.
can't shut up
That's why.
if
Yeah.
we start. So,
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna talk to her later on today.
yeah.
So it was fine. But yeah.
Well, have you been doing anything cool? I feel like you did something this weekend, right?
Um, I went to Greenfield Village this weekend.
Okay.
They have a new building there, and I've been anticipating it because I guess they haven't had any new buildings at Greenfield Village in 40 years.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so I was like, oh wow, that's like older than I am. So I
Yeah.
guess I never thought about it,
Hmm.
But it moved up here from Selma, and it was
Oh.
actually one of the houses. They don't want to call it a safe house because really he was safe nowhere, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Hmm.
But it was one of the houses that like housed him. And during the like civil rights movement, when they were doing like the Voters Act, um, yeah. And it showed pictures from that time period and how they recreated the home to look exactly like the pictures. It was really, really cool.
Uh-huh.
And it's one that you have a tour guide that like takes you
Okay.
through. I don't know if they'll do that all the time, but at least in the beginning, I know they are. And you have like reserved times, which is different than any of the other,
Yeah.
homes in Greenfield Village. You kind of come, they might have somebody there talking about it, but this one was like walking us through each room.
That's cool.
Um, and okay, so one of the things there's a couple things that stuck out in my mind.
Hmm.
One of them, and I never thought of jazz music this way, but we walked into this room and it was like, it had like the records and all this stuff. And it was just like a small little like sitting room that I guess they would listen to music in. And she was like, yeah, and they always were listening to jazz music. And she's like, I love jazz music. This is like the tour guide. And shout out Jasmine. And she was like, I love jazz music and I love it, especially like when I was in college, I started listening to it more and more. And she's like, jazz music is the one genre that you don't, how did she say it? I wish I could like say it like how she said it because it was so impactful. But like, jazz music is the one genre that you don't like, how like an empath will like take on somebody else's feelings.
Hmm.
So like when you're listening to music, you take on like whatever that person is singing about, the emotions, whether they're
Yeah.
sad, angry, happy, whatever.
Hmm.
Jazz is just music. And
Hmm.
she
I
was
never
like,
really thought about it.
I know, and I feel like she explained it so much better. So I wish I could remember how she said it. But she was like, that's probably why that's what they were listening to because they had so much like stuff going on in the world
Yeah.
and dealing with so much and, so stressed out about so many things that jazz, they could just come and like not think about anything and just like
Yeah, that
listen to
makes
the actual
sense.
music. And I was
I've
like,
never thought about it.
I've never thought about it. She told me to, I literally screenshot who she told me to listen to because I like talked to her about this after.
Hmm.
And I want to tell you his name because I want to look him up after. I haven't looked him up yet. His name is Kasami Washington,
Hmm.
and he is somebody like from our time period that's doing jazz.
Oh,
But she said she's like, and he like gets political, but it's like she's like, you just gotta listen to it. She's like, you just gotta listen to it. I'm like, okay, so I just wanted to shout that out. We'll have
does
to
he
look
have
that up
lyrics
later.
in his?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No clue. I
Okay.
haven't looked him up yet, but I screenshot it, and as we're talking about it now, I'm like, I forgot to look that up last night. Um, And then at the very end, Jordan was the only kid in our group. So there's probably like eight of us.
Hmm.
And she like talked to Jordan like specifically and was basically just saying, you're the change that we're going to have in this world. And it's really important that, if you're really passionate about something, you go after those passions, whether they're public speaking or drawing or whatever. She's like, you don't know, like you really can change the world. And like
Yeah.
literally, like I was like, I can't look at my mom because I'll cry because I know my mom's
Aw.
probably getting teary-eyed. But like
Yeah.
it was just so impactful. And even later on that night, Jordan was like talking about it. And I was like,
Hmm.
okay, like she really
Sweet.
made a difference like in his life. So
Hmm.
yeah, so shout out to her, shout out to them for inviting us. It was really cool. It was a really cool experience. It rained a lot, but
Yeah. Did you guys
honestly,
go
it wasn't,
Saturday?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday. So like it wasn't that busy, so he was able to ride the carousel a couple times. Like we went and ate at I keep calling it Studio 44 and it's not that. It's oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Hold on.
Okay.
Um but it's like their newer um like kind of cafeteria style building because they have like a few different
Oh,
buildings that you
at
can like
Henry
go and
Ford.
get food. Mm-hmm. It was called
Did I just say that right? Is it Greenfield Village or Henry Ford? Or is that
So so Henry Ford like owns both, but it's
oh,
the
okay.
Henry Ford Museum and then they have Greenfield Village is like the outdoor museum.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's called Stand 44.
Stand 44.
And I keep forgetting what the name is, but it was really, really good.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's
and
good to
it's
know.
always busy every time we go.
Yeah.
So we got to like eat there and like I don't know. It was cool even though it was raining. So that's
I
all
mean,
we've done so
sometimes
far.
it's better that way. I'd rather
Yeah,
sometimes
it
like
was
do
honestly
rain with like no
nice.
crowd than
No crowd. Literally.
yeah,
Yeah.
fight the crowd.
Yeah. So it was nice.
Well, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what we did yesterday.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yesterday we went and saw Kid Cudi, which was
Oh yeah.
so much fun. And as you know, it was chilly and misty. It's like I feel like it wasn't even raining when we went. It was like misting out.
Yeah.
So I dressed warm. I had like jeans and a hoodie. Like me and Parker both wore jeans and a hoodie. I cannot tell you how many, like probably half of the girls were, it just must be the trend right now. I don't even know, but like leather shorts, like
Oh,
short leather shorts.
leather
I
shorts. Okay. Hmm.
and skirts. We saw so many butt cheeks last night. So many butt cheeks. So many pairs of underwear, like
Oh my
so many
gosh.
like I don't even like I can't believe like I was like me and Parker really kept like talking about it. I'm like I get if it's like hot. Like
Yeah.
it was like cold. Yes, like
Yeah, it was
but because
cold.
there's other people in ponchos, there's other people like in like
Yeah.
full on coats and gloves. Like it was just such a spectrum, but so many girls wearing like next to nothing. And we were like, Jesus, this is crazy. It just like it's just so funny like going somewhere now, which it's not even like we're old, but like mid-ish 30s, you know. Well, Parker's like full on
Yeah.
mid-30s, but I'm not
You're
considering
not there
myself
yet.
that
Yeah.
yet. Got like another year. Um, but it just like makes you feel old.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask. If
Yeah,
you feel old now. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We came home and we were like, damn, we feel kind of old. So, but it was super fun, such a good show, and I have a. I'll probably put on my obsessions next week. But have you heard of Sun Cruisers, the drink?
I have. They're good. They're really
They are
good.
so good. It's so funny
Yeah.
because I feel like I
I
saw
was
them
wondering what you were
advertised.
drinking.
I saw them
'Cause-
advertised
yeah.
yesterday morning for like the first time. And then
Hmm.
we were at the store and we were just gonna like, pregame in the car so we didn't spend so much on drinks at the venue, which thank God,
Hmm.
because it's $20 a freaking drink.
I know.
It's like it's 40, but like for me and Parker, it's like if we like split a six pack there, it's $120. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean for three drinks each? It's $120.
It's crazy.
It's it's gotten
Yeah.
insane. Like the lady even was like giggling, like the bartender lady, because when she like rang it up and she was like, oh, like 39.99, like both of our faces were like, holy shit. Like I swear it was like 15 a pop last time we went, like last summer. No, it was 20 a pop, and I was just like, damn. And then on top of it, I'm getting sidetracked, but it's like
That's okay.
that is the job to have. I want to be a bartender at Pine Knob because
Yeah.
you're not even mixing drinks. You're just popping them open and you're getting fat ass tips.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like the minimum, I mean, you could like do custom tip or like no tip,
And
but I think Parker
and
kept
I'm
getting
sure
15%.
you can hear the concert too. So
Yes,
like you're there for
yes.
the concert.
I know.
Like you might not
Honestly,
be
any
like
job at
viewing
Pine
it,
Knob would
but like
be great, but
yeah,
especially like
that. Yeah, with the
that,
tips. Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
popping open
Hmm.
cans. Like, sign me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sign me up. But yeah, so anyway, when we were getting drinks to like pregame with, I saw the Sun Cruisers and I didn't realize it's just vodka and lemonade. Like it's not fizzy or anything, which because I'm not super fan of like the
Hmm.
seltzers and stuff. So it comes in like regular pink lemonade, blueberry lemonade, strawberry. Like you get a mixture
Oh,
of them and they are so good.
yeah.
Like totally up my alley. Because if I go out, I'm usually getting a vodka and Red Bull. Yeah, I thought I said that wrong. Or a lemonade vodka or whatever. So I was super
It's funny because
happy with
that
this.
used to be my drink. Like when I used to like go out, like it would be like Ciroc and lemonade, or like
Yeah,
my Canada days were like vodka and Red Bull.
yeah,
So it's like funny that
yeah.
that's like your drink now. I don't know. I think I just drink those so often that like that's not my
You're just
drink
like over
really
it.
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, every once in a while, like a lemonade and vodka, but
yeah.
yeah.
No, totally my drink. And then they had a different brand, but they had a strawberry lemonade vodka that was so good. So
Mm, so good.
yeah, it was super fun. Loved it.
I got margaritas last time I was there, and they were strong. So
Well, at
like,
least you got what you
yeah.
paid for.
Remember that's the time that I said like I was walking and it like flipped. Did I tell you that?
I don't know.
Maybe
What do you
not.
mean it flipped?
I was walking down the stairs and
Oh,
this girl that we were with, like, she was like, we should get more. And I was like, I'm good. And
yeah.
I wasn't driving. We like hired like a van to like come and take us back to like my friends. And I knew I wasn't like driving, like, but still. And I didn't even drive there. Like my friend drove me there. So I wasn't driving at all, but you know your limits. Like when you get to a
Mm-hmm.
certain age, like you
Mm-hmm.
just know your limits. So I'm like walking and I had like maybe like this much left, probably like half of my cup. Okay. Like I told you, it's strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking, down the stairs from the hill to go to the bathroom
Yeah.
and with that girl and another girl. And I dropped my cup and it flipped and like landed upright. And
Oh,
so people around me cheered because it like
that's
landed
so
upright.
funny. Yeah.
And I was like, see, this is why I don't need another. Like
Yeah.
I literally dropped
Proof.
my drink. Like,
That's
stop
so
asking me.
funny.
Yeah. So yeah.
That reminds me. So, okay, so I was texting you about this a little bit, which I'll say this and then I'll get to like my actual point. But so we originally were going to be on the lawn. I bought lawn seats, right? And
Oh
then
yeah. Yeah.
Parker thought that maybe we had a funeral to go to out in Buffalo, or that he did. He
Mm.
was maybe going to go himself. So he texted me like Wednesday and he was like, he said he chose his words carefully, but he's like, look into selling the Kid Cudi tickets or whatever. So I
Hmm.
just took that as sell the Kid Cudi tickets. So I like
Yeah.
boom, bada bam, sold them like so quickly. There was no more lawn seats, so they went so quick. So then we
Like
were
he
talking,
meant just look,
yeah, he just
not
like look into the process,
mm.
which now I know. Okay. So anyway, I he like comes home from work or whatever, and we're talking about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I sold the tickets, blah blah blah. He's like, what do you mean you sold the tickets? Like I haven't even talked to my mom yet. And I'm like, you told me to
Yeah.
like sell, he's like, I told you to look into it. So anyway, whatever. So then I bought them again, but they didn't have any lawn seats. So I had to spend more money, which kind of sucked.
Oh no.
But then we were in the pavilion. So now I'm happy we were in the pavilion because it was
Yeah.
raining, the whole night and
Yeah.
they were good seats, whatever. So anyway, we we were drinking whatever. We had to pee a lot. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
Parker has to pee more than me. But anyway, so I was like considering going, not going. It's like our seats were kind of on the end, so we were near a bathroom, so like we could see
Mhm.
the line from where we were. And I was I don't want to go wait in line, da, da, da. But then it was like it got like really short, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm just like gonna go really quick. And there was like a few
Yeah.
people that had to stand up for us to get out or whatever. And then so I'm like, okay, like excuse me, I'm gonna, like go. And then he like came out right then and there. So I was like, okay, never mind, So like I turned
I'm just
around
gonna hold that. Yeah.
and then I stepped on my can because it was on the ground. And then it was
Oh
like pretty
no.
smashed and it was probably like a little less than half full. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's 20, like at least
Yeah. You're
$10
like,
right there.
I
I'm
am
not
gonna,
wasting it.
yeah.
So then I was just like, I had to chug it real quick because it was just like literally dripping from the can because there was a hole in it. So
Oh.
it was funny. But then I ended up just going pee anyway because I couldn't hold it. So it was just, it was a lot, but it was a lot of fun. So
Oh.
yeah,
That sounds fun.
good times, good times.
Good times. Love Pine Knob.
Me too. It's probably my favorite venue.
I think me too, because you can like still see, like even when you're on the lawn, like you
Yeah, I
still
feel like there's
can
not a bad
see. And then
seat.
there's also like the screens if you want to see like closer, but you still can see anywhere you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
So
is nice.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And
Aw.
then oh my gosh, I just have to tell you too, I haven't posted a TikTok in forever, but I just posted a TikTok. So Parker was napping on the couch like an hour ago.
Hmm.
And I just like noticed he had like it was like I thought it was like a Millie hair or something, and like a hair in his face.
Yeah.
He had the longest freaking eyebrow hair, the longest eyebrow hair I've ever seen. It was just one. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta he's like, pluck it out, whatever. So then I go and get the tweezers and then I accidentally plucked the wrong one out first. And then
Oh
so he was like,
no.
I'm gonna kill you. So then I finally got it out. It was like at least an inch long. It was
Oh my
so long. I
gosh.
put it in a baggie and saved it because I'm like, we can't just throw this away. So
I'll look. I'll look after. I'll
you
look
should,
after.
I
I've been
know.
waiting for you to make some new TikToks. Like
I know
you
I've
were
been
on a
having
roll
like
for
the
so
itch
long.
lately. Like I've been
Hmm.
wanting to, but then I keep it's so bad, but I get so paranoid about like AI and just I don't know, just like having my face on screen or like anybody's face now. I don't know. It's getting times are getting really weird.
I mean, at this point, like our faces are already out there. You know what I
I
mean?
know,
I know.
but I also don't like it.
Yeah. I don't like all those little, which like I don't know, our followers might be doing this, but I don't like all the ones where like you put it into chat, like make me like this, and then like people on Facebook are posting. I
Yeah,
hate them, and
same,
I refuse to do that. I'm not
same,
doing it.
same.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like AI and data centers and all that shit is just getting so out of control. I don't want it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like people just need to say fuck AI, which I know Lacey is an avid chat GPT-er.
Yeah.
So sorry, girl, but you
Yeah.
need to
No, I
learn.
use chat too. I'm not
See,
knocking
I
it
like
because I use it
refuse
too,
to use it. I hate it.
but like the whole picture thing, just like how do they know of all
Yeah,
of that? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't like that. And
no.
it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? If it's like helpful, like I see the point, but like how's that
Yeah, just to have,
helpful? Like,
yeah,
you know,
I get
showing
what you're
you
saying.
like I don't know. I don't know, you know?
No, I totally get it. I feel like it's pretty
Like,
pointless. So, so yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to get into data centers though, because that is just
I
too much and too
know.
depressing.
I know. Maybe one day, but not today. We
Yeah,
have enough to talk about today.
yeah,
Should we just get into it and see where it takes us?
yeah.
Okay. Do you want to, since you just recently watched the Netflix one, do you want to talk about that? And then,
Yes. Let me pull up my
okay.
notes here because I did take a few notes. So, The
Okay.
Crash on Netflix, it's about very serious car crash. There was three people in the car, a girl driving, her boyfriend, and a friend in the back seat. And her car was going like 100 miles an hour down, I don't even know what the speed limit was. I think it was like 35 or something crazy. Like it was
I mean, I can like
low.
picture places like by me, like especially in Macomb County, like those little like drive, I don't even know what they're called, like a service drive type thing, like a
Mm,
not even a service drive, like it's like a industrial area. So it
yes.
has like
Yeah.
so I don't even know if it's 35. I feel like it'd be like 25. Do you know
Oh,
what I
okay.
mean? Like,
Well,
do you know
either
what I'm saying?
way,
Either way,
she
like
was going
way too
100 miles an
fast.
hour
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
smacked into a brick wall, and it totally just effed up this car. It was just there was like it was just awful. Awful
Yeah.
to see the video, awful to look at the car.
Hmm.
The both passengers passed away. The driver, the girl, she miraculously survived. Like, how do you even survive that? I feel like when there's such
How?
serious car crashes, it's always the driver that survives,
Hmm. Yeah.
which is so
And
weird.
then they have like a hard time like living with what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the guilt, I couldn't imagine.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so anyway, at first everybody feels super sorry for her, like this is insane. They investigated the car malfunction, that was clear. You know, was there a medical emergency? Because I think they said like she had PCOS or her mom did or something, but it seemed like that was not the case. Or even investigators who were like, well, why did you even let your daughter get a license? Like if you were so concerned about that. And that's kind of what the mom was like saying that maybe happened that would explain why she went into the wall. Because there was no sign of
So,
braking,
right.
no sign of anything of her like trying to stop the car.
So, so that's another thing. Like she didn't remember,
Hmm.
and she was saying like maybe she had some type of medical emergency, and I want to say it was her mom that brought it up. So it was POTS. I don't remember
Oh,
exactly
was
what it
it?
stands for. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I thought it was PCOS, but maybe not.
no, no,
That's
no,
literally what I
no.
typed.
I think PCOS is just like more common. So like I think your brain just did that. But let me look up
Oh yeah,
exactly what
that's like an
POTS is.
ovaries syndrome. That's so
But a
funny.
girl that I used to work with had POTS, and I didn't know that's what she had when I worked with her, but
Hmm.
now it makes sense because she like when we worked at the salon together, like soon as a customer came in, you're supposed to like hop up. If you're sitting down, you're supposed to
Mm.
like hop up. And a lot of times she was sitting down. And I remember like some of the girls like being like, why is she always sitting down? And I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, but now like I wish she would have like told us like what this was
Yeah.
because it
You guys would
makes sense
understand.
why, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it is postural orthostatic. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Tachycardia syndrome, a
Okay.
disorder of the autonomic nervous system. So basically, rapid increase in heart rate, um, upon standing without a drop in blood pressure, primarily affects women between 15 to 50, often
Hmm.
causes dizziness, fatigue, and brain fog. But
Okay.
like, so like looking at like that girl that I worked with makes sense.
Hmm.
Like, I totally get it. Looking at this girl, I don't think she had that. Like,
I mean, it didn't seem like it. They
yeah,
obviously were looking into like or drug use, alcohol use. They had smoked marijuana, but like it wasn't that night. They weren't drinking. There was another video like from a different intersection or something of them like turning that corner, and it was like
right
calm,
before. Mm-hmm.
controlled, no
Mm-hmm.
signs of driving like a crazy person or like under the influence or anything. So everything that they looked at, it didn't make sense, like why she suddenly just floored it and the car didn't stop. So they, the more they looked into it, she ended up getting charged and arrested for murder of both boys.
Yeah.
And at the end of the doc, she's actually interviewed, and I guess that's like the only time she's been interviewed or the first time she's been
Mm-hmm.
interviewed. And
Mm-hmm.
it seemed very like inauthentic to me. Like so
Okay, so before you
fake.
saw that part, what were
Hmm.
you thinking?
I still didn't think she was like quote unquote innocent. I don't know because they went into her history. She was a bully. She said some very awful things to people. They had like a recording of her and her boyfriend getting in a fight and she was just a complete bitch. Like, I'm gonna
Hmm.
break in your house or this or that. And he was like totally cool, calm, and collected, like not an ass at all. Like she just,
Hmm.
her personality and her behavior, I guess more so, she seemed like this wouldn't be completely out of character to do.
Hmm.
So I didn't
So
think,
one of the things that stuck out to me, which I know obviously her friends had her back,
hmm
but when they were saying like she loves herself too much to like want to kill herself, like how could anybody think that they were going to make it through that? So that kind of like stuck out to me, and I was like, damn, I didn't even like think about that because she does seem like she loved herself more than anybody, even the boyfriend.
it
So
is
like that
true,
was kind of like,
but I don't know if she like, I feel like it's so tough when you're that young. Like I just remember being young, like 18, 19.
mm-hmm,
I remember feeling invincible. Like I felt like I could do
mm-hmm,
anything.
yeah,
Nothing could touch me. Nothing could
yeah,
hurt me. I wasn't gonna die. Like, like literally
mm-hmm,
invincible. Um, because it's like I don't like, did she really want to kill her boyfriend and that guy? Like,
I don't know,
you
yeah,
wouldn't think so. You'd think maybe she was
mm-hmm,
like being crazy and playing chicken almost, like I'm gonna crash this fucking car, type of thing, but then
yeah.
slam on the brakes last minute. Like, I
But
don't
then she didn't
know.
even slam on the brakes, so like
No.
that's weird. And then like the when they showed her like slipper.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Or is
Mm-hmm.
that in another doc? Okay.
Yeah.
So like when they showed her slipper, I was like, did the slipper like get caught? And like that's why, but it's like it was a slipper. It wasn't like a boot or something. Like I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like to
they
be
said
that heavy.
that wasn't the
No.
case.
No, but you know how like it looked though? And
Yeah.
then like her body was like under like the car. So like say this is like the
Mm-hmm.
dash. So then it was like, was she like putting it there? I don't know. Like my brain was all over the place. Like
Yeah.
the whole
But
time, but
it's
like,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
I was just say, even if her slipper, like, if something got stuck to where your accelerator was stuck down, I think there would still be like, they'd still be able to see evidence of you still, like, you'd still be slamming on that
On the
brake,
brakes.
holding the
Yeah.
emergency brake,
Yes.
like doing anything you could
Yeah.
possibly
Yeah.
do.
Exactly. And that's the part that was like, she didn't even try to brake. Like
Right.
that's the part that was like, mm. But when before she came on, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I could see, I don't know, and I
hmm
kept, but then when she came out and she was like, how did that sound? Did that sound okay? And I was like,
That was the part, it was like towards the very
yeah,
end. And
yeah.
then, yeah, she like looked off camera because obviously she thought
Hmm.
this part was
Her
going to be
lawyer,
cut.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was like, did that sound good? Like, I want to sound, it was like she wanted to sound authentic. I don't want to sound like too overbearing. And then she just kind
Hmm.
of like, yeah, so like that's it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
there was just no remorse. Like, she, like, yeah, cried some tears. Just like, whatever. I'm sure you could fake some tears. Like, I don't know. It just seemed very fake, very
I don't even think
inauthentic,
she
very.
really cried in like that last interview. So like to not talk about it for so long, like
Mm-hmm.
in that like last scene or whatever, she didn't cry once. She was very controlled, very calm, very whatever.
Yeah.
But to like, you know, a couple years later be
Mm-hmm.
talking about it, because I don't know when they filmed this. I'm assuming it was like a couple years later. And she like she didn't have any emotion about it. You know what I mean? Like if I, like sometimes when you like push things down because you like have to get through the day or whatever, but then like a couple years later you're like thinking about things, or maybe you're in therapy talking about things and something comes
Mm-hmm.
up, you're going to have that emotional reaction because it's something that you've suppressed for so long.
Yeah.
And she didn't have any reaction, none.
Yeah.
Like
I
at
don't
all.
know. Yeah. It didn't, I don't know. It seemed like I don't feel bad that she's in jail.
So can't remember what case it was or what thing we watched on Netflix, but then we watched a Hulu documentary and it was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like Netflix just like skimmed the surface. I can't remember what it was off the top of
Yeah.
my head. Maybe you do,
Mm-mm.
but that's how it was. And
Okay.
Hulu had two documentaries
Oh.
that went into it. So like it wasn't specifically like how this one was like the crash, like it was this case. It was, I wrote them down so in case anybody wants to watch them. One was called Mean Girl Murder. So it was like season 2, episode 7 on Hulu. And then another one was called Killer Cases, and it's season 4, episode 12, called Murder on Wheels. And both of them are on Hulu. One of them
Hmm.
is like an A&E, like, you know how like
Okay.
A&E, and I feel like they normally do a good job. I think the
Yeah.
second one is A&E. So they went into like some other things that I noticed that like they didn't really go into in Netflix's doc, which is
Now, did
so
it kind
weird.
of make you feel different?
It made me feel like, oh, this bitch for sure did it. Like
Oh, okay.
for sure. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they didn't even like set it up really. Like, I don't know. Okay, so it was July 30th, 2022, which is a few days before her birthday. I think her birthday was like August 2nd. So it's
Okay.
like if she was gonna do something before her 18th birthday, she was gonna do it then.
Oh, because she
Which is
wasn't going to be
like,
tried as an adult, even though she was.
even though she was, but I don't think she
Interesting.
thought she was going to. So
Hmm.
she would have done, I know, isn't that interesting? That would have been
Mm-hmm.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think like that's important. Um, and I'm just skimming, hold on. I was like hardcore taking notes. So
But still thinking about it, it's wild because it's
yeah,
like if that was your intention, like you gotta know, like you're probably gonna die.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if she meant to," because I feel like she wouldn't have wanted to die. Like I feel like she would have like set it up another way. I don't know. Do you know what
Hmm.
I mean? I
Yeah.
know. I know. This case, I'm telling you, it had me like obsessed. So also like people are saying like why would they leave at like 5 in the morning? Like that's weird.
I feel like
From
teenagers
like
do
a house.
crazy
Which like
things.
but like if I had to work the next day or something, I would have left that early, but it's not like she had a
Yeah.
job. Do you know what I mean? And like he is seeming like he like did crypto, one of the documentaries said, but also like it's seeming like he like sold drugs too. So like I don't know
I mean, there could be
because
a
he had
number of
a shit ton of
reasons. I
money.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Right, right. So basically the police
Or,
find the two.
sorry,
Oh, go
maybe
ahead.
she wanted
Oh,
to
it's
do it
okay.
when like nobody was on the road.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
I know. I know.
You're
I
like, this is what
literally
I'm
have like
saying.
literally been like just typing in my notes because I had nobody to talk to about this because I've been waiting to talk to you.
Hmm.
And I was like hoping that you watched it, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to like say too much when I did talk to you about it. So, okay. So basically, this is like it's 6:15 in the morning. The police find the car accident. She's like wedged underneath the dashboard, and she was conscious enough to say that, her name to them or whatever. Dom and Davion were dead on arrival and they were not wearing their seatbelts.
Mm. But she was
And
wearing her seatbelt?
she was wearing her seatbelt.
Maybe
And
that was the
this is
difference.
well, this is another thing though. In all of like the data that they got from like Snapchat and like all her videos, TikTok, everything,
Hmm.
when she's driving, she never has her seatbelt on.
Oh,
Never.
really?
Really.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
literally though. But
Okay.
then this one day, she's wearing her seatbelt. Is that weird or what?
That is really weird. You'd think her boyfriend would notice because it's like, okay, if you're buckling up, I guess like I'm buckling up because like what are
Yeah.
you?
One of the videos, which like I don't even remember which one because I watched them all, said that like in one of the videos you could see like a light from the passenger seat, so they think he was like on his phone, like not paying attention
Hmm.
to like what she was doing, and then like towards the end is when the wheel kind of like somebody like tried to grab the wheel to like stop her or whatever, but it was like too late.
Yeah.
So they think like I know this is like sad to say, but like they think like Davion from the back was like leaned over trying to like help Dom like get her to control the wheel or whatever, but there's nothing they could do because she was
Yeah.
accelerating.
Yeah.
And that's why his body was like kind of like their bodies were like kind of like
Oh.
because he was like leaning to the front to like
That yeah, that kind of makes sense because
I
I think they
know.
said too in the Netflix one that it did get for a second like knocked into neutral out of drive and
Mhm.
then back
Yep.
into drive. So it did make it seem like
Mhm.
something was going on, like some kind of
Yeah.
quote unquote fight.
Struggle. Yeah,
Yeah,
struggle. Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened, but it was like too late because it was like I don't think they really thought she was going to do that, you know?
Why
Like, I
would you
think a
think
lot of times she,
someone would do
yeah,
that?
I think sometimes she's like, I'll talk, you know? And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
and people, like some of her friends even said that like she would drive like erratic sometimes, like 90 miles an hour, just like to be funny. And so I don't think
Yeah.
they like thought
It's
anything of
so
it.
tough because I feel like if I was in their shoes, like, yeah, I would be trying to like do something. Like you said, it's like if if her foot's down, there's nothing you can do to make it slow
Hmm.
down. Like, would you be
Hmm.
fucking getting that seatbelt on as fast as you possibly could? You know?
Yeah. 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 But see, their mind just went to like stop her. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but
Yeah, I know.
it's so
I
tough.
know. Which is probably why she like was alive because she wore her seatbelt.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. So then she got her phone back and she's like posting on social media like from the hospital, which I don't know if the Netflix doc like went over
I
this, but
don't
like
think they
pictures
showed
of her and
that,
stuff, right?
but they did show
And
that she was like, I don't know. It's like
what?
it's a hard. It's just like she was like posting like TikToks and just like it seemed like she just went back to her normal life when it's like I know
Like out on
everybody,
Halloween and
yeah,
like
everybody,
yeah.
especially I feel like this past year with the whole like Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk thing, everybody's like, oh,
Hmm.
everybody grieves differently and blah blah. It's like everybody fights about that
Mm,
now. It's like what's acceptable, what's not. But
right.
she didn't. I don't know.
I
She just seemed
know.
like she moved on with life. Like it was all good. But it's just like not only not only like would it be hard if you lost someone like your boyfriend, like they made it seem like they were so in love and so close and all the things.
Soulmates. Yeah,
But
yeah.
not only that, but like you are the reason two people are dead. Like that's one
Hmm.
thing if you got in a car accident, oh, like that would be sad enough. But it's like the guilt. You think the guilt would consume
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Okay. And then also when she was in the hospital, the that modeling agency had reached out to her and her mom was like answering her messages for her.
Yeah, I
And
forgot about
then
that.
yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's been trying to get a hold of you guys. Yeah, she's definitely interested." And then Mackenzie ends up getting her phone back, writing them back. Like it was so weird.
It was because that
Like
was
that should be
like
the
so
last thing on.
quickly after. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And then like what was also crazy was like Dom's family, like they were so close with her. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they were like on her family's side in the beginning, like when they were
Yes.
going into court and stuff. And then when they were realizing that they were like it wasn't an accident and all
Yeah.
of the signs pointing not to an accident, that's when they were like, oh shoot, like
Hmm.
she did this on purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Um, oh my gosh, so many different things. Like 2 weeks before the crash, her phone pinged like at that exact route. So she did like a dry run. That's what they're saying.
Really?
Yes. Yes. And this wasn't even in the Netflix documentary.
So she
But
like pinned where she was gonna crash type of thing?
she
Or
didn't pin it. Like you know how like the towers will like ping your phone
oh.
like so they can see exactly what routes she's like taken. And
Oh.
exactly 2 weeks before she takes that exact route.
Hmm.
And so they're like saying
She was kind of
it
scoping
was
it
like a
out.
dry run. Yeah.
Hmm.
Which, you know, her friends are saying like, "Oh, we all took that route, but it like didn't even make sense to go that way to get back to
Yeah.
Dom's house or even Davian's house. Like it was just
Hmm.
weird." Um, so I don't know, take that how you want, but like that's weird
Yeah.
to me. Um, or no, it might have not have been 2 weeks. It was 3 days before the crash.
Oh,
Two
well,
weeks
even
before
more
the
so.
crash. 2 weeks before the crash was a thing that happened between him when she was threatening him, but then he said she was threatening him, and then she texted the mom and was like, it was him that threatened to, crash or whatever. Remember?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was 2 weeks. 3 days before the crash was when the dry run happened.
Damn.
Um, so police have a theory that Dom broke up with Mackenzie that night, and that's why she did it. Without Dom, she would have to move back home. She wouldn't be getting that like free lifestyle that she was living with him.
Hmm.
Messes up her brand not having him and the money and everything. Um, and then we know all that. So that was like the basically from the first one. So the second one That was the first time that I saw Davion's mom being interviewed. Like she was
Okay.
interviewed like after court for like a quick second, but this was like she was in this documentary. This is the Murder on Wheels. It's Killer Cases.
Hmm.
And then they also show in this one, I think her mom's name's Natalie, Mackenzie's mom. So Natalie and Mackenzie, while Mackenzie's in jail, they're speaking like a form of Pig Latin. Did you see anything like this?
No.
They didn't want people to know what they were talking about. So they speak something, it's similar to Pig Latin, it's called Carney.
Okay.
And yeah, and basically they've decoded it and it says, can you tell the police I had a seizure? Can you tell them something like that? That's
This was
literally what
Mackenzie
she
talking to
says.
her mom,
Yes, in Pig Latin or Carney,
and
whatever
that's
it is.
what the mom ended up doing.
And that's what the mom ended up doing. Yes. And one of the first things that she said to police, which this wasn't in the first one either, was, can't you just take my license away for 10 years when she was getting arrested? Like, why am I getting, yeah. So that made me think maybe she was doing it on purpose before her 18th birthday because she thought they would just take her license away for 10 years.
Is that like
Yeah.
protocol? Is that like what
Uh,
happens or
maybe she
something?
saw like another case that did that where it was like an accident and she's like trying to say it was, I know.
Oh my
Isn't this
gosh.
crazy?
Yeah.
Her parents like even followed her on social media and her mom used to like her pictures and videos of her like doing drugs. So like that's interesting. Didn't know that.
Hmm.
Um, the guy in the red was actually so like in the Netflix documentary, he came to the police afterwards and was telling them like about like Dom's relationship with Mackenzie. He was actually an ex of Mackenzie. And so like
Oh, so
he
he
kind of would
knows.
know
Yeah,
how she is,
firsthand.
which is weird that that other doc didn't say that.
Yeah.
So it's like all these things that I think are like important to know and to like make your, decision on like what you think happened. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like Netflix didn't do that great of a job.
Yeah.
Um,
It is weird too, like how much her friends did advocate for her.
oh
Like you
yeah.
talking about how like maybe potentially they broke up that night or something. Like I remember the one girl, she was like there was not a bad vibe that night. Like everybody
No.
was chill, everything was great, and like
But also you don't know what people are actually going through. They could have, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're like this type to keep it quiet, but like
yeah,
they could have been a couple that like kept things quiet. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And like dealt with it. And maybe that's why they left. Maybe they didn't want to blow up
hmm,
in front of everybody, so they left. And
yeah,
maybe like, Davion thought Dom needed him or, like a witness
yeah,
so it wouldn't be as bad or what, we don't know.
yeah.
So I told you that
Unfortunately.
Davion's mom was interviewed in this one, okay?
Hmm.
She talks about how 6 weeks after the crash, they received flowers from Mackenzie's family. So it took them 6 weeks to even like send flowers. Okay.
Wow.
Mackenzie ends up texting her and is just saying, like, it was an accident. I would never do this on purpose, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
Um, and I already told you some of this stuff. Basically, if she would have been tried as or like charged as a 17-year-old and not an adult, she
Hmm.
would have been out by her 21st birthday.
Oh wow.
And so, in order to get the court to do that, the prosecution had to show that they had enough evidence to allow her to be tried as an adult for murder. So, they
Hmm.
must have had enough evidence in order for that to even happen.
Yeah.
Her family hired a well known Ohio defense attorney who tried to negotiate a plea deal, and it would have been equal to juvenile probation. The prosecution then asked the families their input to see if that's something that like was okay with them, and they were like, absolutely not. Like
Yeah.
we want her to get in trouble and not just a slap on the wrist.
Hmm.
When she showed up to court, she had a cast or a brace on her one arm. There was nothing wrong with that arm.
Oh my
No
gosh.
medical evidence said that there was anything wrong. She just wanted to look like
Just
there was something wrong.
manipulation. Yes.
And then it was her decision to forego the trial by jury, and she chose a bench trial instead, which is where the judge chooses your fate.
Hmm. I
So I
did
don't
hear
know. Her
that.
lawyer, her lawyer probably told her to do that, but that's still like weird to me. I don't know.
I mean,
Um,
I feel like either way she was screwed, but I feel like if it would have been a jury, I feel like a lot of people would have been
you think?
like, no, this girl needs to go to
Yeah.
prison, you know?
Well, I just think she manipulated so many people that she like went to school with. Like, even though they said she was a mean girl, like these people clearly wanted to be her friend. They wanted to be on her good side. So like, I just felt like if she felt like she like was the most popular and like I
Yeah.
thought that she would be like, oh, these people will love me. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
thought like her ego would be like, oh, the jury will love me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That was
true.
that was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Um, but then what she ended up getting, which I had to look this up because I didn't know what it meant, which maybe I'm dumb and I just didn't know, but concurrently, I didn't know what that meant.
Mm.
So she was sentenced 15 years to life for both murders and could serve them concurrently, meaning the time overlapped. So instead of 30 years to life, because it
Mm.
would have been 15 for this, 15 for this,
Yeah.
the judge let her do it 15 total concurrently. So like,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
but even the judge was like, you're not going to be out in 15 years. Like even the
Yeah.
judge was like, no.
Yeah.
So that was from the documentaries. Then
Oh,
on
there's
TikTok,
more.
there's more. On TikTok, there is a podcast called Serialously. Okay. So it's like
Okay.
serial killer.
Hmm.
So Serialously podcast with Annie Elise. Randomly found this girl. I did listen to some of it, but the key takeaways from it were because she like does podcasts like and gets into the crimes, like gets the police reports, gets the stuff
Oh,
with court,
wow.
like does all this. So she was actually a part of some other documentary years ago and dug into all this stuff. So these
Hmm.
are 5 things that she noticed that weren't really touched on. So
Okay.
she has like a whole two-parter, but I didn't listen to everything. Her dad admitted, Mackenzie's dad admitted to police that this was intentional,
How does he know?
that she either told him or he knew that she was like suicidal.
Hmm.
So he's saying like it was intentional. Mackenzie was allegedly a sex worker. Her Snapchat history discussed this along with a combo that she had with Dom about it. There's literal screenshots. Men are
Like,
sending her money.
what is she sending?
She was like doing videos, but then she was
Oh.
like 1K for a bid or 2K for a meetup.
Oh,
Yeah, she was a sex worker.
okay.
Um, Number 3, both parents tried to silence her friends while she was in the hospital. It's
Hmm.
like in there, like screenshots. 4, the blood sample was ordered by the ER physician and retaken 3 to 4 hours, or 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 days later.
And
So
that one's
that's something
weird.
I already told you about. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then friends, including Rosie, said that she always drove recklessly and she would record herself on Snapchat going over 90 miles per hour. And then I'm not going to get into all the nitty gritty, but maybe I'll touch on a little bit of it. But
Okay.
this is crazy. So
Okay.
this is something you have to go and look this up after, okay?
Okay.
So there are, hold on. Okay, because you're going to be like, Kari. Okay, so there are so many prison stories about her, and they
Oh.
are so interesting,
Oh my
okay? So,
gosh.
like,
I don't want little bits and pieces. I want to know it all.
okay. I was hoping you would say that. Okay,
Do you
so
know who you're
this
talking
one
to?
girl, I know, right? This one girl, her name is Cheyenne Topping. That's her name, like on TikTok. So these are all from TikTok. She dated Mackenzie in prison a week or two before like Cheyenne's out date. Okay, so this
Uh-huh.
only happened like a week or
I
two.
knew she was dating girls in there.
Oh yeah,
You just thought when she
at
came out,
least
like her whole look, she just looked like she was in prison. Like she was
yes.
taking it all on.
Okay, so she has done so far from looking yesterday, she's done a 6-parter. Okay.
Okay.
And she talks about Mackenzie. She also talks about other things too. It's so interesting, Allysa.
Yeah,
Like these prison stories are crazy. Okay.
I'm
But
sure.
I feel like, did you watch Orange is the New Black?
Yes, way, way, way
So
back.
it's like Orange is the New Black, but it's like somebody
For
like
real.
telling you like the stories. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so it's so interesting. So okay, so she dated her. She said Mackenzie was always with a girl named Jasmine, and they would always walk the track. One day she saw her friend Juice. Okay, this is like this girl talking,
Hmm.
with them. So she like went and talked to them and she found out that Jasmine and Juice were dating. So she's like, oh, hook me up with your girl, you know? So they get 3 yards a day. So it's like three recesses basically.
Okay.
One in the morning, like early, like 7 a.m., one in the afternoon, and then one in the evening before it's like time to like go get like checked that you made it back to your, I forget what they call it,
Hmm.
like night check or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So she said Juice talked to Mackenzie and said that she wanted to meet Cheyenne the next day. Mackenzie tells her the next day she is on her top hottest on the farm list. So she's literally doing like
Hottest
hottest
on
on
the
the
farm?
farm. Yes, because
Oh
that's
my
what they like
gosh.
call it. They call it the farm. This like she describes it as basically like a college campus, like it's like, oh, this dorm. Like Cheyenne lives in like the ghetto dorm, she says, and like Mackenzie is like where lifers are and like people that are like how does she describe it? She says lifers, but she also says privileged inmates live in Mackenzie's dorm.
Oh,
Yeah. So like people that got money and then people that are like lifers, which Mackenzie is technically a lifer, but she also has that money, which I'm going to get into.
interesting. Okay.
Yes. So, so she said Mackenzie told her she woke up at 5 a.m. every morning. She did her hair and makeup. So what you saw in the Netflix documentary is not how she looks every day. She has her hair curled, all nice, all cute,
Okay, but
literally
how? What is
makeup
she
to a T,
using?
jewelry on.
What is she?
I'm getting to it. I'm
Okay.
getting to
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So she does that. All of her clothes were form fitted to fit her instead of baggy, like they
I am
usually are.
sorry. How do people do this?
The only baggy clothes she has are called her yard pants, which are like baggy basketball shorts. But the girls only wear their yard pants if they're trying to hook up with another girl.
This is so weird.
Isn't this crazy? Okay. So the cottages were like jail pods. So that's where I said like Cheyenne lived in the ghetto one. People always doing drugs, fighting, hooking up in the shower.
I'm just stuck on
Mackenzie,
yard pants for a second. So it's like if you see some girl strut around in her yard pants, that's like she's trying to get some.
she's trying to get some. Yes.
Okay.
Especially Mackenzie, because Mackenzie always wears her form fitted stuff.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Then she was saying that Mackenzie doesn't eat the prison food, that Jasmine cooks all of her food for her, but Mackenzie is the one that gets the food ordered in. And she
How?
said,
How
this is
are you
like
getting
so
food from the
expensive.
outside?
There's literally websites you can go to like order it, but it's like so many hoops you have to go through, so many ingredients you got to get even to make something. They have two microwaves in their dorm. So you have to stand in line. And you know, Mackenzie ain't standing in line. So somebody else is standing in line for her to like wait for the microwave till her and Jasmine are ready to make their food. So Jasmine makes her food for free, but like Mackenzie always gives her food, so that's like her payment. So Jasmine's eating good too. Mackenzie and Jasmine are eating great up in prison. Yes. Yes. Then she then she was talking about like other people, like, you know, they all kind of give each other nicknames. So Mackenzie gave Cheyenne a nickname Fro because I guess she had like a bigger fro. Like now it's just a short fro, but she had a bigger fro. She said it was like crazy in there when she was in there.
Mhm.
She said that Mackenzie told her that the people in her dormitory call her Shirilla the Killa. Yeah, Shirilla the Killa.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So she was like, oh, like that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But she said you never ask somebody what they did, especially if they're in the lifer
Oh.
dorm. She's like, you don't ask. She goes,
Oh.
you ask your people on the outside. She goes, so I talked to like my cousin one night and I asked her, and she goes, she didn't even have to look
Oh.
it up. She was like, oh, girl, that's like this, and this. And she's
Hmm.
like, did she do it? And she's like, it seems like she did it, you know? So, like, then when they started talking more and more, because this is like a week or two,
Yeah.
she said she asked her and she was like being weird about it. Yeah. So that was like part one, basically. Part two, I'm telling you, like, it was crazy. Um, oh, no, that was basically what I had written down. Sorry. Then there was another girl that was in there. Her name is
Hmm.
Kat Crowder. There's so much more to the. I thought I put more in here. Maybe I did. Hold on. Okay. She told her two people died, but really didn't get into details. Okay. She said she loved Dom, would never do that on purpose. She said she wasn't on drugs when it happened, that she has POTS. She said that Dom's dad did the pendulum thing. So remember in the
Yeah.
documentary when he did the pendulum thing? She said this was even before the documentary came out. So it's not like she knew that from the documentary. And I guess Dom said when he did the pendulum thing that Dom said that Dad, please protect her. He told Mackenzie, I love you, and told his dad that she didn't do it on purpose. Um, she said she calls and talks to Dom's mom all the time, that she has a scrapbook in prison of pics with Dom, and that this girl has seen it, and that he always sends her signs. She said Dom was into crypto and made a lot of money. They would argue sometimes about him cheating on her, and one time it was with a friend. But that was like the gist of what she said. But there are so much other things. Like this girl goes into them hooking up. This girl goes into, them getting in trouble for hooking up, and she was wearing her yard pants. Like she goes into like so many other things.
Huh.
But this other girl, Kat Crowder, she talked about Mackenzie doing her makeup and being friends with other social media wannabes in prison. She said it's clear that she only did the Netflix documentary because she thought it would help her appeals case to get out, and um, and that you can tell by the way she talked to her lawyer at the end, which is what we said.
Hmm.
She said her story in prison was she was high on shrooms when the accident occurred. She walked around there thinking she was getting out. She said Dom wasn't her only toxic relationship, and she seemed to thrive off that. She said Mackenzie was like in four toxic relationships while she was in prison with her. She's out of prison now, obviously. And she said that Mackenzie's crazy mother was funding her lifestyle in prison, making sure she had everything she wanted, all the makeup, jewelry, limited items that were super hard to get. Her family enabled her. She never saw
Hmm.
her take meds or get her blood pressure checked or feel ever dizzy. Instead, she would put baby oil on when it was hot and go tan outside. She said Mackenzie is on prisoner sugar baby websites. I guess this is like how
Oh my
Gypsy Rose like
God.
found her baby daddy.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so her sugar daddies are also like supplying her needs in prison too. So everybody's enabling her in prison. Like, girl, like, I
So she's
guess they
not
have like
learning a thing, like
she's
not
not
one
learning a
lesson.
thing. They have like a cosmetology school. So she could be going to that. So that's how she's like doing her hair and makeup and having those
Mm.
products. But they literally like think it was Kat went through like how you can order things online. And it was like Wet and Wild, Maybelline, CoverGirl. Like it was like all like the drugstore type products that you can
Hmm.
get that are like good products. That's like
Hmm.
what she's getting in prison.
Okay.
Jewelry, like the jewelry is so cheap. It's like under $10 for like a
Yeah.
pair of earrings. Like, but it's like, oh, the one girl was like, if you had this, you were a bad bitch. Like nobody messed with you. Like, and it was like literally like a ring or like a necklace. And it was just like, I don't know. So basically that's what's going on. But now all these people are like coming and talking about like their prison stories, and they're like so interesting. Like
Yeah.
even how she's like taking pictures. They have these little like tablets that look like iPads in prison, and they all get one. And yeah, that's how they're like doing stuff. They don't have access to like Facebook or Instagram or like
Hmm.
apps like that, but that's how they're like able to take pictures and do video chats. So like, but you have to like connect it to like it it kind of reminds me of like a payphone area. So you have
Hmm.
like a plug, and that's how you're able to like take pictures and voice chat and do things like that.
Hmm.
So that's why all their pictures are like in this room. It's like a common room. And that's
Hmm.
why like they're all like taking pictures on it because it's like connected into like this like little like thing, kind of like how it would be back in the day if they had payphones.
Okay.
It's like not the same thing these days.
Super interesting.
Yeah. Like this girl's like showed what like Wheeler dorm or like Wheeler dorm. That's I lived in Wheeler like when I went to Central. So like that was so weird.
You're
So
so
like I
funny.
said Wheeler dorm. But like her Wheeler, like whatever it is. Um, and they have like flat screen TVs, nice couches, tables, like a lot. So yeah. But she
So
said basically it's because
strange.
she like lives in the lifer dorm, so they're there forever, basically. So
So
They
just make
like,
it more cushiony. Like I
yeah.
thought it was supposed to be shitty no matter what. And like
Oh,
if
it's
you're there
not,
for
girl.
life, that's on you. Like
I mean, their freedoms are taken away and they have to like check in, even when they go outside.
I
I was going to
mean,
say recess, but whatever it's called, yard time or whatever.
yeah.
Um, they come back in and they have to like check in at that time or whatever, or they'll get written up. And, there are like, they've like showed like her write up since, and it's like her hooking up with people, like not making bed check, like all these things. Bed check,
Mm.
that's what it's called. So yeah, I don't know. Super interesting. I don't know. And this girl, like, both of them, like, are just really good at like describing things. It's so interesting. So
Yeah.
interesting. I don't
Huh.
know.
Huh.
Yeah.
You'll have to send the links or let us know
I
again what
will.
it's
I will.
called.
Yeah.
And we'll have to post them on Instagram in case anybody else wants to
Yeah.
look at them because it sounds
So
so
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
I did not, when you were like, I have so much, like, I did not
I
expect
know.
the
I know.
extent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Learn something new every day. I
I
thought in
know.
like Orange is the New Black or Orange is the New Black when they did like makeup, like they were using other stuff that like wasn't makeup
They
to
were.
do like eyeshadow or
Yeah.
eyeliner or whatever. So
They
that's why I was
were.
so
Yes.
curious what it was gonna be, but I had no idea it would be actual
Oh no, it's like
makeup
actual like
products.
the one girl, I think it's actually another girl. I don't think it was Kat. I think it was another girl that I didn't even include in this little spiel,
Hmm.
but she was in there not at the same time as Mackenzie, but like before Mackenzie got in there. So
Hmm.
she's able to like look stuff up and like show people like, okay, this is what you could order on, blah blah blah. Like this is the food. And it like looks like cafeteria food
Yeah.
where she can like order. Like, I don't know. But that's basically what she's doing because she refuses to eat the stuff that they're making. But the people, this is like crazy. So like she has like a separate like box or whatever, like come in and the cooks still have to make her food,
Yeah.
like for some things. So like if she orders from this certain website, other and I guess the commissary has like a bunch of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like really good stuff. And she gets
Hmm.
the money to like go and buy stuff at the commissary.
Hmm.
Yeah. So basically, like her mom is like funding her lifestyle, basically.
That's
And
crazy.
she's like basically running the prison, like how she did high school, like Mean Girl style.
She's gonna be in for a rude awakening when she is
Hmm.
out.
Yeah. Well, it's not looking good for her. So
No, but I mean, like,
I don't know.
especially just, I mean, socially and just like in society, but
Hmm.
also like, you know, when she obviously she went in so young, she was hot shit. She's still hot shit. Like when she
Yeah.
comes out, who knows how old she's gonna be? Like she's not
Right.
gonna be anything to look at anymore, probably. So it's just
Yeah.
she's
Isn't
in
this
for a
crazy?
reality check. What?
I said, isn't this like crazy
Oh,
though?
yeah,
Like
it's
I was like, I cannot believe I found prison stories.
and when you were saying like that they don't have access to Facebook and stuff, it's like, okay, well, like how does Tiger King, he pops up here and there, like commenting on things.
So a lot of times they like send their stuff to whoever on the outside will like post for them. So like
Oh,
her
okay.
mom will post stuff for her
Oh, that
all the
makes
time.
sense.
Yeah. Like there's I let me just send you a picture real quick so I can get your reaction on here.
Of her like all dolled up in prison.
Uh-huh. I'm so excited to send this to you.
I'm glad I brought the phone charger in here.
Okay. I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Isn't that wild?
Looks like her eyebrows are done and everything.
Oh yeah, she does her eyebrows. Yeah. That was one of the things that
And
Cheyenne
there's her
girl said.
necklace, her bad bitch
Mm-hmm.
necklace.
Isn't this crazy?
Wow. Super wild. Huh. Shirilla the killer. Too funny.
Yep.
Wow. Well.
So yeah, that's what I've been obsessed with lately. Not
That's
a good
Carrie's one
obsession.
obsession this week.
Not a good obsession, guys. I told you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Well, it sounds
Um,
like there's even more, so.
yeah. Oh yeah, more is coming. So Cheyenne said she tried to do a part 7, but she'll like go live sometimes,
Okay.
and TikTok like kept deleting it. So I don't know what
Oh,
she's talking about, but they kept deleting it.
they didn't like it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll touch on this again.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have updates. I don't know. Maybe there
Yeah.
will be more prison stories. Not sure.
Too
So
funny.
yeah. I know when we initially talked about what we were going to talk about,
Hmm.
you said that you wanted to get into a couple things that you had me put down. Tip culture and Instagram instance. I don't know if you wanted to talk about that
Oh,
real quick.
we
Yeah.
could. I don't know how to segue into it though.
I don't know either at this point. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you saw Instagram has like the instant thing, like instants
Hmm.
now, which it looks like they're trying to just be like Snapchat. I'm pulling it up to see if there's anything in mine.
There was another app, and I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called like Reel. No, it wasn't Reels. Oh my gosh. My nephew's coming over today. He would remember, but I can't remember what it was called. But it was an app specifically for that. And my cousin Ava had me download it. And I was like, I am not doing this. I was
Yeah.
like, I do not. It was called like something like real life something.
Like it was like a Snapchat though?
It wasn't Snapchat. It was like another app. And
I know, but like it kind of like the same vibe.
it literally looked like instance. So you
Oh.
literally, but you couldn't like change the photo at all. Like it was
Oh,
just like
so
your
just like
face right there.
instance.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what it's so funny because I saw, I honestly, I feel like people never do it. I saw like the first couple days, like there was a couple in
Yeah.
there, but people were saying, and I'm so happy I didn't like press the button because it's
Yeah.
not like you can press the button to take a picture of yourself, and if you don't like it, then you just like exit out, like before you
Yeah.
like send
It's
it, like you would
there.
do with
It's
Snapchat. It's
there.
just,
Yeah.
it's out there. Like you take a picture, it's out there. So people like, there were so many, I don't know if you saw like the posts about it or kind of like
Mm-mm.
not memes, but people were like showing ones that they had seen and everybody's just like they just like so it's just, it's just like when you open your phone and sometimes you like you see yourself in the camera like oh God like that was awful
Yeah.
but it's like those
Yes.
are the pictures people were taking or some people were taking like multiple pictures like trying to get like the cutest version and then next thing you know they realize like they are all sent like people are texting and be like what are you doing why did you just send like 6 pictures of you with the kissy face and she's like what like how and then she
Oh
goes
my
in and she's like
gosh.
I
I'm
didn't
so glad I
know
didn't
it
do it.
just sends them out as you take them so it's like
It's
I
so
don't
weird.
know.
It's such a Gen
Z.
Z, Gen Alpha like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I no.
I don't
I
know.
do not want
Super
everyone getting
weird.
my picture. Yeah.
No. Even I don't even I can't even tell you like the last time I used Snapchat. I feel like even that gets weird because they like Gen Z or whatever, they do it just for streaks.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. So like I got rid of Snapchat for a while, but then I re-downloaded it because I always have good memories when Jordan was like a
Yeah.
baby on there
Hmm.
that were like
Hmm.
just, funny videos or whatever that I took. And then my one friend, and she is a little bit younger than me, um, she uses it. And so like she'll post her son on there who's like 1.5, and like I always like looking at his. Actually, he just turned one a couple months ago. I'm like, he's 1.5. But like she'll post him and I like, love seeing that. But like she's like the only one I look at and like
Yeah.
will like be like, oh my God, so cute. But I never use it, but I just like keep it because of my memories. And like I like seeing
But I
those.
think did they change it where it's like you have to it's almost like you have to pay for like certain storage now or like to go back so far. Like I think it like goes back so far now.
Okay, because I swear that I took pictures sooner than how it is. So that makes sense actually.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is a bummer. I just clicked on Snapchat, but
Yeah.
it has to literally like upload or update
Oh
because it
yeah,
has
no.
been so long. But yeah, it was the same thing. Like Jace was born in the Snapchat era. So it's like I have so many
Yes.
videos and
Like
pictures for when he was
filters and
younger.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah, like little dumb things that we did when we were just like home
Yeah.
chilling,
Yeah.
with the little one. I don't know. So yeah. not a fan of instants.
No, I don't think anybody is. So it's like, I
I
don't
will
know what the
not be
hell you're
using it.
doing.
Yeah.
No. So just beware. If you press the take the picture button, it's not
It's
there for the
taking that
world.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So silly. So silly. Do I want to
What-
push tip culture? I don't even
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. Do you think it'll go longer than this? Maybe.
I mean, probably not.
Okay. Go ahead then.
I mean, I don't remember if we talked about this or not before, but um like with so Lacey, she was texting me about like I forget what she even said exactly about tips the other day, like tip culture. But I was thinking how when I get my oil change, they always have a spot for a tip now. And I
Oh,
always
really?
tip when I get my oil changed.
What? You
Like
already pay so much money for that. Oh no.
I always feel obligated, and I like the guys
No.
that like I like the people that I go and like even Parker, like I take him there now because he didn't know where to go, and I'm like, I love where I get my oil changed. I felt like everywhere he went, they were trying to rip him off. So then he's
Mm-hmm.
been there, and he's like, yeah, those guys are cool, and like they don't try to upsell you. They just, super nice, whatever they
That's
do.
still crazy.
Yeah, do what they're supposed to do. But then, so every time I get the receipt now, there's this spot for a tip, and it starts at like you can like write in your custom tip, or it's like 10%, 15%, like 20%. It's like I'm not fucking tipping that. Like I always usually do custom and just do $5.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. I think
Well,
Lacey
geez, we
was
got to work at Pine Knob and we got to work at the
I'm not
oil
changing
change
oil,
place.
that's for
Shoot.
sure. But I think Lacey was talking about maybe like was it like Starbucks or something or like Big B? Maybe it was like Starbucks where she's like, I'm just ordering a coffee. Like I don't want to feel obligated to tip.
Mm.
But I feel like
Or
when I
that's
go to
why you
Starbucks,
just,
I usually do tip
yeah.
$1. But just
I
a
mean,
dollar.
okay. So, like, I feel like coffee or any type of food, I feel like, I mean, Starbucks, I think their employees make a money, but like you said, like a dollar, like, okay.
Yeah.
But when I'm like even picking up like a carry out, I always tip
Oh, I
because
always tip carry out.
working, yeah, but like my dad was like, before you worked there, that was something I didn't know I was supposed to do. And so my dad always tips now, like when he goes and picks
Mm.
up a carry out, but like not a lot of people know that they
Yeah.
don't get paid like that either.
I feel
And
like
they
it
get paid
does
a
make
little bit more than a
a little bit
server, but
more.
like not much.
Yeah, I feel like it does make a difference when like people know somebody. Like, because when I was working carry
Hmm.
out at the deli, like I would get a lot of tips, and that was like
Hmm.
a huge bonus, because yeah, I
Yeah,
made my hourly, but it wasn't like amazing.
it wasn't.
So, but then
No.
I think that's when like my mom and grandma also always made sure, or like
Hmm.
I worked at a car wash at one point and I like banked on my tips like drying cars. And then
Yeah.
like after that, like my mom made sure, I think she always tipped anyway, but like she would always make sure she gave a tip, like no matter what, to like the car wash people.
Hmm. Yeah.
I never really go to the car wash, but if they were to drive my car, I would definitely tip them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the
See?
oil change one still
No.
gets me.
That one gets me. I'm like, you already pay so much money for that. No.
I
No, no,
know. And
no.
it's like they've got to make kind of decent money, right?
I'm trying to think if there's anything like weird that I tip for, but I don't think there is. Like, you know what I mean?
How much do you tip at the like hair salon?
Girl, I haven't had my hair done in quite some time,
But
so
like,
I can't even
how
remember the
much
last
would
time I
you
did.
tip?
But probably like 30, but it's like I know them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I always tip 20 because I feel like that's a pretty good tip, but some
I
people
think,
tip 20%.
oh yeah, no, I normally do 20%, but like I feel like now my friends will like hook it up, so then I feel like I should tip them a little bit more. So I feel like if I had to say how much I tip, it's probably like 25, 30%.
It's just like crazy. Like some people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like
I know.
when I get my hair done, I feel like it's normally like around 150, between like 150 and maybe upwards of like two.
Yeah.
Probably more like 150. But it's like some people spend like $300. It's like 20% just
Yeah.
seems like so much when it's like they also make a good hourly. It's like with waitresses, it's like I don't know. It's so hard to tell.
I will never forget. I went to this one place. I saw that it's like a well-known place here, and this is before I worked at the salon. And I
Hmm.
didn't even like ask their prices because I just assumed that they were like
Mm.
around that. Girl, it
You
was like
never
close to
know.
$400. It was like close to $400.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was not expecting that. So now,
No.
like, I feel like I always like, I mean, now, like, I kind of know, but
As like
like
a
before,
ballpark.
like, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. Or I'm like, do you want to do a consultation before so I kind of know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because that was insane. I will never do that again.
No, because I
Never.
just like
I've
cannot
never been
imagine
back there again.
spending like over $200 on my hair.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I don't want that then.
You're
Like,
right.
I'll choose
Exactly.
something else. Like,
Exactly.
no, yeah, no, I need my hair done so bad, but
Same. I actually have an appointment
other things
on
take priority.
June 30th, right?
Oh, that's coming up. That's like in a
It is
month.
coming up. Yeah, but not soon enough. Now I'm like, oh, do I want to book it or like move it up? I don't know, but I'm gonna wait. But it just can't be here soon enough.
Yeah. All right, we're probably gonna get cut off, so we should probably
Oh,
end
I forgot.
this.
I don't have the timer, so I
Yeah.
didn't even know. Okay.
Oh, oh yeah. It says less than a minute. So,
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for listening. If you have anything you want us to talk about or anything to follow up with the whole crash case, let us know. I would be happy to talk about it.
all right. We'll talk to you guys next week.